What's up, everybody? So it's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks. I on vacation and then a couple of business trips, but I just got back a 15. Well, it's a 14 card submission. If you become a member of PSA, which I did while I was at the National, and you sign up for the Platinum membership, you get 15 cards as part of becoming a member. I also submitted an additional 100 plus cards that I'm actually going to get back very soon, which I'll show you guys. But these were the cards that I submitted as part of that 15 that you get as part of being a platinum member. And without further ado, here we go. So first card in the order, this is a card that, I've been watching Freddie Freeman very closely. He's going to have another 40 home run, 120 RBI season. I think he's leading the league in RBIs right now. Just having another really, really nice year. I remember I bought this from some guy in Japan, raw, and sort of watched it come in from Japan. It took forever to get to me. But I remember when I got it in the mail, it had like the corner down here didn't look too great, and then it was a little off center. I might end up picking this up at a PSA 10. I didn't think it would. I thought maybe it would get a 9. It got an 8.5. So pretty cool, though. 2011 Topps Freddie Freeman. The second card, this was a card that Jerome, Yankees cards, literally handed to me at the National. He's just like, oh, you put this card in your 10 cards that you can get for under $50. And I figured I'd give you it, which was pretty awesome. So Jerome literally handed this to me at the National, and then I was like, you know what, let me hand it in. Came back as a PSA 9. This is the rainbow foil version. I don't know why it didn't get a PSA 10. I mean, it looks about as perfect as that card can look. But for whatever reason, came back as a PSA 9. And then I submitted a second Aaron Judge rookie foil, but this one came back as a PSA 10, which I was really happy to get back. So Judge has had a lot of injuries this year, but now seems to be healthy. And who knows, if he has a big postseason, you could forget about anything that happened during the regular season. So two really awesome cards: rainbow foil 2017 Topps Aaron Judge rookie cards. Next card up. This was a card that I pulled out of the Rookie Explosion box. And again, I was not surprised that it came back an 8, but this is one of those cards. It's a Bellinger rookie, and then on top of that, it is numbered to 25. So even though I didn't think it would get a 10, I was like, you know what, I got to submit this card. You probably won't be able to pick it up here, but the bottom left-hand corner, there's a little ding. It's a little off center. Again, I was hoping maybe it would get a 9, or maybe for some reason the grader would just be like, it's a 10. But obviously it didn't come back that way, which is fine. Bellinger, now that Yelich is out for the year, he's tied for home runs, 44 home runs this year with Yelich. So, he might have a chance of winning the MVP. At one point, I thought he was a sure thing to win the MVP, but he's cooled off significantly since then. But he may still win it at the end of the day. So we'll see what happens there. Next card is this really cool Ronald Acuna pink. This came back as a PSA 10. The Topps Chrome cards, I've noticed, are very easy to get PSA 10s on. But then again, they sometimes don't sell as well as the paper cards. And this is a pink refractor. You think it would be a pretty valuable card. But it's only, I think, like a $50 card. But really, really cool. Acuna is on. He might actually be a 40-40 guy this year. I think he's at 39 home runs, 36 stolen bases. So that would be insane for him. He'd be the 5th player ever to log a 40-40 season. The other guys are Jose Canseco, A-Rod, Barry Bonds, and Alfonso Soriano did it, believe it or not. So there you have it. Really cool Ronald Acuna. And then finally, for the modern cards, I got a bunch of vintage. Is this 2018 Topps Gleyber Torres. Again, I'm a huge Gleyber Torres fan. I think he hit either 37 or his 38th home run earlier today, and just having a fantastic year with the Yankees. He's one of those guys I think will eventually be a Hall of Famer. I know I'm calling that really early, and not really going on that much of a limb. He's just one of those guys, as a Yankee fan, I watch him every day, and I'm like, this guy is going to be... he has so much talent. He makes the game look so easy. Unfortunately, this came back as a PSA 8. I remember I pulled this on a cruise ship, on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship, and didn't really have anything like available. Like I didn't have any like a nice penny sleeve and top loader to put it in, so I kind of just tried to protect it the best I could. But it's a little off center. I think it might have came out this way. Tried to keep it as nice as I could. The auto's a little streaky. So, a little disappointed in the PSA 8. All right, so the next couple of cards are all vintage. And if you guys have been watching my channel, so I picked up a 1,000-card lot, vintage. When they were delivered to me, they were literally in a box. None of them were even in penny sleeves, so I didn't expect a hell of a lot in terms of grading. But... to me, high-end cards like a Jackie Robinson, like this 54 Topps Jackie Robinson, I think looks so nice in the holder. So even though this is a PSA 1, I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I thought the grader was kind of tough here. I mean, I think it could have easily gotten a 2. So there's the back. Yeah, I mean, there's this corner down over here, which is really bad. But I don't know. I think it could have gotten a 2. Especially from the front, looks really nice. So, not a surprise. PSA 1 there. Then got this 56 Topps Ted Williams. Came back as a 4 miscut. And again, no surprise there. Look, you could even see like the the card that clearly miscut there. And it looks a little strange, like up at the top. But... still a really cool card of Ted Williams. You can see here, let's see, he hit 356 in 55. That's not too bad. So, again, card looks so nice. For a card that was just sitting in a box to, be in this nice holder, I just think it looks fantastic. Next one up is this 1960 Topps Roberto Clemente, and one of my favorite sets ever, the 1960 Topps set. This card came back as a PSA 4, so really nice looking card there. Obviously a little off center, both left to right and top to bottom. Thought it could do better than a 4. I was hoping for like a 5, but I'll take a 4. Next card up was this 1959 Topps Willie Mays. And again, guys, I didn't expect much in terms of the grades, but I don't know. I think that, these cards look really nice slabbed and to me are worth getting graded. So there you have it, a 59 Topps Willie Mays and a 3. Next up is this really nice 55 Topps Hank Aaron, came back as a 3.5. I thought this was actually pretty generous. I thought this would come back as maybe even a 2 or a 3, but came back as a 3.5. This is actually a second year Hank Aaron, his rookie being in 1954. So I think that's really... I've actually always wanted to get this card in a really high grade, but haven't been able to pull the trigger on it. So for now... I'll have to settle for this really nice looking PSA 3.5. And the last 3 cards are all Mickey Mantle cards. Again, all part of that vintage lot that I got. And this is a 1960 home run leader card. It came back as a PSA 5, part of the 1961 Topps set. And I think this card is really cool just because... As everyone knows, Roger Maris in 1961 went on to hit 61 home runs. So this is the year before that, and you can see here. Let's see. Well, you can see it from the front here. Mantle hit 40. Maris hit 39. So they really went a little crazy in 1961. So really cool card there. Next card, and this is one of those cards, I'm a big fan of the 58 Topps Mickey Mantle. This is one of those cards that you can get for really, really cheap. And this one, you know, even in a PSA 4, 1958 tops Mickey Mantle, usually, you know, I think goes from between $50 and $100, you know, probably in this grade or something like that. Just if, you know, if for those of you who are out there that always kind of wanted to own a Mantle, this is a card from the 50s that you can get, you know, for pretty cheap. So again, thought I would get this slabbed. I thought it looked really nice. I thought a 4 was kind of tough. But again, I'm not that surprised. Like, I know that PSA is tough on vintage cards, and the order that I have coming, nothing different. All vintage cards they were really tough on. And then the modern cards, you guys will see, I got a ton of PSA 10s and all kinds of rookie cards, but they're all like kind of modern cards. So, but anyway, 58 tops Mantle, looking really nice. And then the final card, is this 61 tops Mickey Mantle. Came back as a 3, and this is one of those cards that looks so much nicer in the slab. Like, when it was kind of out of the slab, there's like all these dots on his face, and for some reason, now that it's in the slab, I don't really see it as much. And it has like a lot of nice eye appeal. So even though it's a 3, I think it looks really nice. So I was really happy. Again, all those vintage cards are all part of this lot that I got. All cards that were just sort of thrown into like this box with no top loader, no penny sleeve. And I figured, let's get some of the best ones graded and get them slabbed up. And I think they look so much nicer. So to get a 3, I'm actually really happy with, especially with this card. I was really happy to get a 3. So anyway, like I said, guys, I have another 100 cards on the way, and they'll be here very soon. I've also wanted to do a sort of an updated version of how I organize my baseball cards, because I just got in a really awesome case that I'm putting my PSA cards like this into, and just want to show you guys, how I organize all that. And it's actually purchased that at the National, finally came in. So thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you very soon. Peace out.